Hi, today we're going to take a look at natural log inverses. An inverse is when we take our x or y and we switch their positions and then solve for y. We're basically looking for another form of our problem that we're given, something that's related to each other. So we're going to take a look at two different problems. So the first one over here, we always want to start off with f of x. We always want to pretend that it's just like y. Let's turn that into y and rewrite the problem. And then we want to switch our x and y positions. Okay, now it's just a matter of inverse operations and trying to get that y all alone. So we start by getting the chunk with y by itself. We got to move this 2 first, leaving us with x plus 2 ln 3 to the y power. When we're dealing with logarithmic problems, natural logs, when you have an exponent, I can take that and move it to the front of the problem, kind of rewriting our stuff, y times ln of 3. Our goal is to get y alone. We're almost there because this is a number. I don't know what the number is, but it's a number. Plug it into the calculator, you get something. But these two things are next to each other. That means multiplication. So let's divide by that number. Let's divide by that number. And we're left with just y there. Y equals x plus 2 all over ln of 3. One last step is we just have to say this is different than the original problem. We change it back to f of x, but this time put a little -1 up there as that exponent. This right here says we're finding an inverse. And we're done with that. Cool. On the other side, same thing. We have f of x. Let's change that to y. And then, before we do anything, we just got to switch the position of x and y. Okay, in order to get y alone, y stuck inside this group, we want to break that group somehow. When we're dealing with natural logs, the inverse operation of a natural log is that e function. So I could take the number e and raise it underneath. I could take e, put both of these to our exponents, leaving us with e to the x equals, but what happens here is these two things cancel out with each other, leaving you with just y plus 7. Get that y alone, minus y equals e to the x minus 7. We don't want to leave it like that. We want to put it back in function form. We started with an f of x. We want to end with f of x. But slightly different. We put the little exponent of 1 up there, e to the x power minus 7, and we're good. And that is finding the inverses of natural logs.